Hey, authentic therapists. Hope you guys are feeling good out there. Let me just kind of get my background together. Make sure you guys can actually see me and hear me. We want to kind of let this down so you guys can actually see me. All right. So, this is my first day actually going live on YouTube. And I'm saying it out there because I want you guys to actually hold me accountable today to actually go live and really just be there and show up for you guys in such a way that I desire. And I know that you guys desire as well. So, hey, authentic therapist. Today we're going to be talking about 3 reasons why you need to start a therapy practice today. Now, the reason why I'm even having this conversation today is because I get so many therapists that are giving me excuses for why they haven't started or saying that they really want to start. And you can tell that the passion is inside of them, but for whatever reason, life gets in the way, as we all know. But I want to spend some time really talking about and encouraging you guys to move forward and start those therapy practices and stop complaining today. So if you are ready to start your therapy practice, or if you're ready to just get some motivation and really just get ignited today, I want you to like, share, and subscribe. Don't be selfish. There's a lot of other therapists out there that I'm sure you guys know that are ready to start their therapy practice, but just don't really know where to start. So share this information, get other people to, get motivated about starting their therapy practice. So now, the first reason that I have for why you need to start your therapy practice today is because people need you. Not only do people just need you, but you have the gifts and you have the talents that are already inside of you. You have the skills that they need to be able to bring about some healing and transformation in their lives. So, look, we all have our faults. We all have areas where we need to work on. But if you're watching this right now, that means that there is something already in you. You already have the talents. You're probably a great listener. You probably are a little bit business minded, but just don't know exactly how to move forward in that direction. That means that people have already been telling you that you have what it takes to be a therapist. That means that you're already helping people. So you already have everything that you need in order to really just to define, okay, yes, I do have this skill that can be used to help other people. Now, I know everyone is going to be in a different space in terms of their level. Some of you guys are probably going to be in college or getting ready to graduate from your master's program. There's going to be some of you that I know that have probably recently graduated, and maybe even have recently gotten your license, and you're like, okay, now I have this license. What do I do? Where do I even start? Who should I talk to? So this is definitely going to be for those of you in that place. Lastly, there may be some of you that are just kind of, you've been in the field for some time, you already have your license, but you've been making some excuses all this time. So I want you to listen up. Listen up. The bottom line is that you already have everything that you need in order to make this decision to start. And there are people that are out there that are willing to work with you. Not even just willing to work with you, but also are ready to work with you. There are so many people in this world right now, even during this time, as everybody know, we've been in like a period of this pandemic for several years. Now, even before the pandemic, there was definitely a need for therapists to provide services, but now it's becoming even more of a reality that we are needed. There's nurses that are needed, there's medical doctors that are needed. Every area in the medical field is needed, and even more so, the mental health professionals are needed. So we cannot forget about the charge that we also have as therapists to provide services to a community of people that are needing our services. A lot of the doctors have been there for these particular clients. A lot of the, even down to like a radiology specialist, everybody has been needed. You are needed just the same. And probably even more so, because so much so, a lot of it's been focusing on what is the physical health of the person as a result of what's been happening, especially with the pandemic. But what about the mental health? What about the mental health? Even after, even if you had COVID, even if you've had any other medical ailment, most people are still left with all of those, the stressors of having that medical illness, all the stresses of maybe even losing someone due to COVID. There's so many different reasons for why you need to know that you're definitely needed right now, and you already have the skills and the talents to get the job done. Trust me, you are needed right now. So we can't make any excuses about that. Okay. So the second reason that I want to charge you to start your therapy practice today is because you want the freedom. I know you do. There's so many people that are working 9 to 5 jobs. They are overworked. Maybe they are, sitting here, they're talking to people or working or providing services for people, now doing a great work, but they don't feel like they have the freedom to be able to do the things that they want to do. And when I say freedom, I'm talking about anything from taking a child to a doctor's appointment, walking the dog in the middle of the day, maybe just taking a mental health break, going to get a massage when you feel like you need it, and not have to take off time or worry or stress about your boss actually giving you or granting you the time off. Trust me, I get it. We need freedom in our lives. I'm even at a place right now where I'm understanding the relationship between, my what's happening within me personally as well as outside of me. And when I'm talking about that, I mean like culturally, I mean with the family, I mean with business. We have to create a balance in our lives. And a lot of times it's really difficult for us to create a balance in our lives when we do not have the freedom to create that balance. So this is the reason why I really want to, secondly, just remind you that when in a therapy practice, you have the freedom that you need, because you can really maneuver in terms of your scheduling whatever way that you deem fit. So you can actually do this, and it's not a big deal because it's your practice, it's your business. So if you want to work Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you can do that. If you want to work, uh, let's say from starting at 12 o'clock and then you end at 4 o'clock before you have to pick up your child, you can do that as well. So you can actually orchestrate your schedule in a way that you want to. Let's even think about vacation. If you want to take vacation, be it in the summertime when your kids are off, or even during the rest any other part of the year, you have the freedom to be able to do that. Even if you have an appointment schedule, like let's say a month in advance, and you want to actually just say, you know what, I feel like I need to take a vacation. It could be a staycation, doesn't matter. The idea is that because you're in your own practice, you have the freedom to be able to basically do whatever it is that you want in terms of your time. And who does not want their time? We cannot buy back our time, essentially. We can't. No matter how much money you have, you cannot do it. Now, even speaking of the topic of money, even having a therapy practice also gives you a little bit more freedom as it pertains to the money that you have, because you're able to really do whatever it is that you want to do in your practice, as well as outside of your practice. You can set up goals that you want to accomplish. And so that leads me to our third point, and the third reason why you need to start a therapy practice today is because it will give you the money that you really desire and that you feel like you need. Now, in terms of what you need and the reasons why, there's going to be a variety of different reasons why, and as well as different amounts of money that we might feel like we need. And that's going to play a large part in terms of if you decide to do a part-time therapy practice where it could just give you some extra money on the side, or if you decide to do a full-time therapy practice, which obviously that's going to give you more money and you have a little bit more flexibility in terms of how much you're actually bringing in to pay you an actual salary. So Either way, that third reason being that you're going to be more profitable in terms of financially. You don't have to just say, okay, I'm going to accept this 40, 50, 60, even $70,000 job, because you know that you can actually structure your schedule so that you can bring in the money that you need to bring in to take care of your bills. You know also that you can structure and you can decide upon how much it is that you're going to charge for therapy. So even with that, you have so much more control. And this is what a lot of people, a lot of therapists do not realize, that they have these opportunities to do it. You may have situations where you're lacking money in certain areas, where you want to plan for a future, for whether it's vacation or planning for college or planning to take care of your parent, whatever it is. You have the ability to actually orchestrate your finances in such a way that you're able to take care of yourself, not just in the future, but even now. And you can do that in private practice. So, our three reasons. Number one, you want to start a therapy practice because people need you. Number two, you want to start a therapy practice because it can give you the freedom that you've been asking for. And number three, you want to start a therapy practice because it will give you the finances that you need to be able to accomplish your goals. So that's all that I have for you guys today. I hope that this helps you and really, honestly, most importantly, motivates you to start your therapy practice today. Now, you guys know, and if you don't know, I am the founder of Authentic Profitable Practice. I'm also the founder of Peaceful Mental Health Counseling Services. And what I do in app, that we call it app, is Authentic Profitable Practice, is I help therapists like you start from that ground up to help you to build a successful and sustainable and profitable practice. If you like this information or if you want more information, I want you to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you soon. Remember, live authentically and work authentically and be authentic in your life. Take care.